This is the only same season pairing that we're gonna do, except when I do full House of Edwards or possibly some other editions of this with more queens. I feel like we have to do Alyssa versus Coco because it's honestly one of the most, if not the most iconic rivalry we had on the show, and this one wasn't even fabricated by the producers. Well, it was in the sense that the two of them were cast on the same season, but still, they legitimately did not like each other. But girl, that was so 5 years ago. They weren't in the same amount of episodes, of course. Coco eliminated Alyssa in that iconic and, in my opinion, the best Drag Race lip sync on a regular season to Paula Abdul's best song. Yes, Cold Hearted is Paula Abdul's best song, Fight Me Beach. And because of this, we'll have to compare their points per episode scores. But of course, we're going to have to first calculate their overall scores with this point system in mind. So, who did better on Drag Race? Fuck you, Alyssa. Or, girl, look how orange you fucking look, girl. I hate myself. Both Coco and Alyssa's journeys on the first two episodes of season 5 were the same. In episode 1, they were safe, and in episode 2, they were high. Alyssa does take an advantage over Coco in the third episode, given that she's just safe in her portrayal of Willem in the Maxi Challenge, while Coco ends up in the bottom 2 and eliminates Monica. Alyssa's advantage keeps on growing in the fourth episode, where she wins the Maxi Challenge, while Coco is just safe, but does win the Mini Challenge. Coco still doesn't manage to catch up to Alyssa, given that both of them get 3 points for episode 5. Coco for being safe and Alyssa for being low but winning the mini challenge. And yes, I know that on Drag Race Wikia it says that Alyssa was safe in this episode, but if Rue tells you that you should have been in the bottom 2 without your immunity, and then completely stops giving out immunities because of how bad you did in the Snatch game, you're not safe. You are the lowest possible without being up for elimination, aka low. In episode 6, Alyssa is low again, but Coco is in the bottom 2. We're of course talking about her lip sync against Jade, which, sue me, should have been a double shantay. Coco finally catches up to Alyssa in episode 7 by winning the main challenge, and Alyssa being in the bottom 2 with Roxy. Alyssa is in the bottom 2 in the next episode as well, which gives Coco a slight advantage, given that she was just low. This brings us to Alyssa's final episode in the competition, where, as previously mentioned, she was eliminated by Coco. They each get a point for this episode, given that Coco survived the lip sync for her life, and Alyssa won the mini challenge. And in the 10th episode, Coco is eliminated as well, but her score doesn't change. Thus, this makes Alyssa's PP score 2.555555 and so on, and Coco's 2.4, making Alyssa the winner. However, she couldn't be here today, so Coco wins this by default. JK Kimura, again, yeah, Alyssa wins. But honestly, with these two on season 5, I think us, the audience, were the real winners.